wanna talk to you. Like, how did you get out? Before we talk about machinima and how you got there, like, what happened? What were you doing before that? G4 Sarkathlon, right? You had a show on G4.
Yeah.
Well, tell me how you got to the gaming side of your life.
Right. Somebody just asked me about this. People are fascinated by the.
Who were you back then?
So, let's see. So I moved. So this sort of comes from in high school. I wanted to make games.
Okay.
So I was taking.
How old are you today?
I've always loved gaming.
How old are you now?
Just turned 43.
Okay.
Yeah. Always loved games. And so I studied, so this is back in the early 90s when I was in high school. And by the way, people still think I actually fought in Nam. We can get into that too.
Yeah.
Later. People believe that, which is depressing because that means they're either like
dumb
idiots or they think I'm 90.
Yeah.
both bum me out. No, I was in high school, loved games, thought I want to make games. And specifically I want to move to Japan.
Yeah.
So I took 4 years of Japanese. And I was studying Pascal, the programming language at the time.
Yeah.
But that, again, the division of the brain, the math side of my brain is rather pathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah. So programming and I didn't get along too well. We had a project where it's like program a working set of streetlights.
Yeah.
And my teacher was like, so many people die in this intersection. You suck. And I'm thinking, dude, I want to go make Final Fantasy games. He's like, good luck. So I had to get, change plans. I had a bit of a realization though. I was like, okay, so the stuff I really, all the things that I wanted to do in games, it was better applied in movies.
Okay.
Which was technically my first, I never even thought about getting into entertainment like TV movies, but that ended up being, that's where it like clicked. The making the games never really gelled, and then when I was like, what about making movies? And I was like, that's what I need to be doing.
Yeah.
So then plans changed.
Give me a timeline, like 1990.
So that was like 90 to 94, making games.
Okay.
Then I worked a little after high school because at the time I was still living at home. So parents' house, parents' rules. I was still going to church with them, right? So a lot of people know this, some people don't, but I was like raised Mormon.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, no.
What's that mean?
That's a shock to a lot of people, but...
Yeah, the way you act.
Yeah, Mormons. That's like, polygamy, Utah, magic underwear.
Yeah. Big Love on HBO.
Big Love.
Right? Isn't that the name of it?
Yeah.
Wait, so what was the...
They don't actually practice polygamy anymore, but
when you were
in their defense, but I love to give them
But
shit
your dad
for
did.
So
growing up, you had like 5 moms.
Yeah. Mommy, mama, mom, ma. But the reason why that's a key part of the timeline is because from 95 to 97 after high school, I did the 2-year mission, right? Where you're wearing the tie and you're knocking on doors and you're like...
Did you have is that... No, that's not the thing.
Are you talking about like Hasidic Jews dreadlocks? Holy shit.
I'm sorry,
man.
I'm from Mexico. I grew up in Mexico. I was born here. Sometimes I get my things confused.
Okay, all right. This is how you do this is your like secrets. Were you a...
What did you call them? Yeah.
No, so I did the whole knocking on the door and that whole deal. And over the course of that mission, I had a personal sort of epiphany where I was like, this is not really my scene. I don't buy
because
it.
The internet didn't exist in those days, or it wasn't.
I hadn't invented it yet.
No.
Yeah.
So, what made you create it? That you had the epiphany. The epiphany
to spread my atheist message, dude. No. I finished my mission because I was like, dude, this is when you're a Mormon kid.
What's the mission? Yeah, tell me about the mission.
That's just like a planned chapter of your life. It's like going to college, right? Like this is just what you're going to do. All the like young men go on this 2-year mission, and you just go and you spread the gospel or whatever, and you proselyte and you do all this
So
stuff.
it's like a pilgrimage. You just walk around and
Yeah, and you're assigned to like you turn in your papers and they, through revelation or something, they send you where you need to be. And
why'd you do this?
Because that's what I picture them doing, like casting a spell. Excuse me. All my friends, so languages you speak have an effect on that, and all my friends who I took Japanese with so that I could eventually go and like kill people with badly programmed intersections in Japan, they all went to Japan, all my buddies. And I was like, dude, sweet. Even if I'm not going to make games, I'm going to get a 2-year stint in Japan.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be great. And they went Japan, and then I was sent to San Diego.
Yeah.
I was like, English speaking.
Close. So you were almost... You were going in the right direction.
Yeah, which ends up being really cushy. I mean, that's like a vacation. But, yeah, it ended up not being like... It ended up not being for me. I don't, I was sort of a wild card on the mission. They would tell me stuff like, I would buzz my hair, just like I always have.
Yeah.
And they were like, you can't feel the spirit.
Yeah.
Unless you cut your hair like in this picture, right? And they'd show me a picture of...
Is that the bowl cut?
No, that's Amish, dude. Or is it? Now am I being...
No, those are the Catholics, right? With the bald...
Oh, like the little altar boy looking dudes? Yeah, no. They have like... It looked more like Hitler's Youth.
Yeah.
Like a high and tight, sharp part, right? Like...
Yeah.
And he was like the guy. You had to cut your hair like the guy. And I would buzz my hair. They'd be like, I don't know about this. And then they would tell us stuff like, you can't... Again, this is not...
Yeah.
I don't want to like shine a bad light on all Mormons because there's great people out there. But I butted heads with people that were a little too official about it. They'd say like, don't walk down the magazine. My mission president, the guy over our area, would be like, don't walk down the magazine aisle of the grocery store because you can't feel the light of Christ down there. Because I don't know, is there like a lowrider magazine with bikinis on it or something?
Yeah.
I'm like, you got to be shitting me.
Lowrider magazine.
Anyway, I powered through.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we could do a whole podcast on my mission. I totaled cars. At the end of my mission president was like, Elder Robinson, your mission has cost the church more money than 20 normal missions.
Yeah.
With all your medical bills, the cars you destroyed.
Okay, we're making a movie about that.
Yeah. Because in certain areas, if it's hilly or large, you get a car. And obviously, if I'm getting like a disposable Toyota Tercel, I'm going to try and jump it, right?
Okay,
That's like, because it's not mine. And imagine somebody just gives you a piece of shit car and you can do anything you want. I'm going to try and jump it. I had a perfect spot. I did, too. 4 wheels off the ground.
Yeah.
Didn't make the turn afterwards, wiped out into a guy's front yard, bent both axles, totaled the car, whatever. That's a whole ordeal. Didn't go over well with the church. Got out of there, and then when I'd made so many friends in San Diego on the mission. When I went home, at the time, home was Oregon. My parents were living in Oregon. Mm-hmm. I went right back to San Diego, and started waiting tables. That's where I had like my Olive Garden time that I commiserate with Hutch on. Actually, we had a fun time. We didn't work at the same one, but we can share. Yeah. It's all the same. You've been doing Olive Gardens, right?
Yep. Love it.
And then eventually, and we were so I was all into movies. I couldn't afford film school. I had maxed like, I had no money. I was just waiting tables and getting by, and we would rent, my roommate, Crazy Josh, and I would rent movies, stacks of 10 at a time. That was the max that we could, and then we would watch them like it was our job. Yeah. And that was 4 years of just consuming copious amounts of movies, like unhealthy. Yeah. It's not like, I see every movie that comes out in the theater.
Like VHS.
Multiply that times. Yeah, we were alphabetically at the...
Was he trying to get into the film industry as well, or?
No, he's just out of his mind.
Crazy.
So yeah,
Crazy
he slept
Josh.
in a coffin. He had he spoke to the black widows that were in his room.
Yeah.
He didn't. I was like, you should kill those. They're poisonous and they'll bite you and hurt you. And he said, no, we have a truce. God, he was amazing.
What else is it? Crazy Josh.
Crazy Josh. Yeah.
Okay.